I'm Dr. Vikki Petersen. I have a fun little health hack for you today with the holidays almost upon us, and we have a good week plus of holiday parties and too much sugar and too many simple carbohydrates. And while I would much prefer you just stayed away from all of it, let's be real, for some of you that's probably impossible. So what can you do to ameliorate, lessen the effects of sugar, excess alcohol, and excess simple carbohydrates? It's hard for me to even mention all of those in one sentence, but here we go. So vinegar is something that decreases your blood sugar spike. So when you have a lot of simple carbohydrates, a lot of sugar, your blood sugar spikes very precipitously, which causes an insulin spike. And what that does is it's hard on your arteries and can lead toward heart disease and stroke for those, especially those who are at risk. It certainly increases your risk of diabetes. And also it adds belly fat, it adds weight, and it's also hard on the brain for that matter, so we're learning the same things that are hard on the arteries of the heart and circulation of the body in general also affects brain function. So definitely something we want to stay away from, blood sugar spikes and insulin spikes. So if you're going to have some sugar, you're going to have some simple carbohydrates. These are studies that have been out for quite a while, but I thought it was particularly apropos for the season, and that is to include some vinegar with your meal. Now, in certain cultures, I'm Italian, and one thing I used to love with the Italian bread that I no longer eat, but was dipping it in balsamic vinegar. So there would be a nice little balsamic and garlic and parsley, and oh, it was so wonderful. But alas, no more. However, if you are someone who's enjoying bread, even if it's gluten-free, dipping it in vinegar is a great way to lessen that spike. And I'm not sure if anybody's run into this. This was also years ago at a restaurant where I was a sugar addict number one and a chocoholic. I don't know if that was number two. They were probably tied. But when I went to a restaurant, the first thing I always looked at was what was on the dessert menu, and I remember being very disappointed that there was nothing chocolate on this dessert menu. And my husband and I were out for our anniversary, and this is going back quite a ways because I was still consuming dairy products, which I'm not anymore. I was gluten-free, but they said they had this one, the waiter said, you have to try this dessert, and it was vanilla ice cream and berries. I think it was blackberries, and he said there's this balsamic vinegar on top. And I thought that's the strangest thing I've ever heard of. But we both still remember how amazingly delicious this was, this combination. So I was thinking about that today as I was doing this research, was you can actually put balsamic vinegar even right on top of your ice cream. So there are desserts like that. But you know, if you think about making potato salad and adding vinegar, or as I said, dipping your bread in it, or just with your pasta or with your bread, having a salad and having some extra vinegar that way. So putting vinegar into your life, even 2 teaspoons, which is not very much. A lot of the studies were from 2 teaspoons up to a tablespoon twice a day. The tablespoon twice a day study, it worked as well as Avandia and another drug for diabetes for diabetics. So pretty impressive what vinegar can do, and add that to your life. If you're optimally healthy and you eat a whole food plant-based diet, and so you're staying away from sugar and refined carbs, probably vinegar is not going to do too much for you. But for the typical American trying to avoid the diseases we mentioned, heart disease, diabetes, dementia, belly weight, extra weight, this is a very good tip. So try that. Let me know how you do. And I hope you have a wonderful holiday season. If you're getting in the mindset, I want to be healthier in 2018, please reach out. That's why we're here. We help the world's busiest people regain, retain, and reclaim their health, their energy, and their resilience. I would love to do that for you in the new year. So consider that. To reach out, give us a call, 408-733-0400. Have a great holiday season. Throw some vinegar at yourself. Enjoy whether it's balsamic or apple cider vinegar as a drink, and let me know how you do. I'll see you soon.